I'm going to talk candid here. So when I was testing all the inline figure skating frames, I just knew deep down that ice figure skaters need 4 wheels. It just makes so much sense. Yes, you can skate on 3 wheels, but it's not the ideal setup for beautiful figure skating. When I watch most skaters on 3 wheels, it's almost like they're skating on quads. And if you've ever watched anyone skate on quads, they have this unique kind of technique because they have no other choice. Now, a 3-wheel setup was designed to kind of replicate quads, but on inlines. And they use the same stoppers, which limits your range of motion with crossovers, deep edges and turns. So you have to change the way that you actually skate. Now on off-ice skates, pick skate 4-wheel, you are able to skate like you would on ice. And also the L skating Rolex frame, which I was skating on as well, which was, you know, the base between all these kind of frames, which is what I based mine on, but with a key difference: a correct pick for spinning and jumping with adjustable rocker, with the rocker axles, which no one else has done in all 4 wheels, which I got the idea from skating on slalom skates. Now, if you look at slalom skating, they are on 4 wheels, and it's essentially figure skating without jumps and spins using a pick or a stopper. Success leaves clues. Now, one of the hard things is that, especially working with Dan, I learnt a lot about ice blades, and I already knew a lot about inline figure skating frames, is that most skaters and most coaches don't really understand the differences, which is fair because I never really did when I was skating for most of the years. And why would you? If you haven't tested multiple ice blades with different toe pick heights, then why and how would you know the difference? And if you haven't tested different inline figure skating frames and setups, how would you know the difference? You would only know what you know from what you've skated on. And then as skaters and parents, you're being told what you should use, and this is what your coach uses. But if you haven't tried different setups, then why would you know the difference? And one of the goals for mine is to bring inline figure skating up, take it from an amateur kind of sport where everyone looks awkward when they're skating and when they're landing their jumps. 99% of skaters that land, their running edges are so short. It's not like on ice where you have a beautiful running edge. You're falling forward onto the pick or the stopper because you have to try to land and then stay on the front 2 wheels. You don't get to ride into the center, or you end up riding into the heel. So I know it's going to be hard to convince people that are used to one way of thinking, but showing is the best way. Now, I will be in Cheb for the World Open, performing with Rosie, and then I'll be there for a couple of days, so anyone can come and try the 4-wheel setup and see for themselves. And I'll be talking with coaches and seeing, you know, their perspective and letting them try as well, because I think letting people try is really important.